Hi, my name is Justin Latimer, and I'm going to show you a multiplayer replay from a battle in November 16th, which is the newest one, and it's kind of old. I'm a bit behind on these videos. This means I'm actually going to have to go out and fight new battles and record those. I'm all caught up on the videos I had. Cool.
Units, await my order.
And so here we are. I'm fighting at the canyon map because I hadn't fought there online before, and I was curious to see what a human would do with these canyons. I'm playing as Russia. I have 2 units of SARS Guard, as well as a bodyguard unit. I also have 2 basilisk cannons. Look at this nice place I have here. I could shoot on these hills or down in here. And then the same story with this one over here. The opponent wanted quite a bit of money for this match, so I obliged him. Three units of Cossack cavalry. Cossack cavalry are kind of rare in the campaign. As Russia, it takes a while to build up to them. I also have 2 units of boyar sons here, and some spears who somehow got way out here. They're not going to stay out here. Never mind, I don't have 2 units of Cossack cavalry. I don't have 3, I only have 2. My infantry force composes of 2 units of Berdach axemen, and I think 2 or 3 units of spears. I have 2 units of these dismounted Devor. I'm going to use my musketeers and my Devor in conjunction with each other to move along these hills. Cavalry force over here is very cool looking. I have 2 units of SARS Guard. I have my General's Bodyguard back here. These masks are called Luchina. Something the Russians used to wear into battle. And here are my Devor cavalry. He's gonna cut your arms off. Alright, and yep, 3 units of spears, there they are. These are fully upgraded. And so, let's take a look at what my opponent has done briefly, shall we? So he has 3 units of archers. His captain is in this one, interestingly enough, and they're on the hillsides. And 2 units of peasant archers on the other side. He has 5 units of these dismounted conquistadors, heavy infantry. 5 pike militia, and 5 chivalric knights. He seems to like the number 5. Hey, look at that, there's even 5 peasant archers. So, early on I see that my opponent is not going to budge, so I send my cavalry to attack. On this side, of course, I have my heavy cavalry, my Devor, SARS Guard, and General's Bodyguard. And on this side over here, I have light cavalry, Cossack cavalry, and 2 units of heavy boyar sons. Heavy, medium, whatever you want to call them. Very good cavalry. Able to fight in a hand-to-hand fight, and they carry javelins for penetrating armor. I wasn't sure what the opponent was going to bring to this battle, but I figured something he was going to bring was going to have armor, so it's always a good thing to have the boyar sons around to chip apart the armor. And suddenly his captain is under attack. I'm not charging him down the canyon, who would have guessed? On the other side you can see my Cossack cavalry taking on these peasant archers here. Oh, there goes his captain. and a mass rout breaks out amongst these peasant archers. On the other side, my boyar sons are attacking the peasant archers, and they are having success as well. In retaliation for what I did, he has moved some of his pikemen up here to counter my army, as well as some pikemen out this side. His conquistadors are now charging against my Berdach axemen, who I have sent down this way, mostly as a diversion. Keep him off the real strategy. My Devor and Cossacks have now gotten up on to the hilltops on both sides here. I do not have any infantry that can take on these pike militia up here, so I'm going to have to make clever use of my cavalry. In the initial fight down here, my Berdach axemen were doing really well. There were only 2 of them though, and 5 units of these dismounted conquistadors. Pike militia are vulnerable to missiles. They're also moving in their spear wall formation. If you want them to move faster, it's a good idea to get them out of spear wall formation. I'm going to divide up my troops because I am going to attack these guys. I have given my general the noble task of hitting the rear of these units. Here he is going for his charge. And they break. The pike militia will not stay in this fight anymore. On this side, the pike militia has been torn apart by my missiles. These ones are still in the fight, but now they are breaking. They cannot stand that relentless barrage of my arrows from my Cossack cavalry and my Devor. Dismounted Devor.
Only half the enemy force remains.
So now his chivalric knights are moving for an attack. I've moved my spearmen into the attack down here. They are now routing. The conquistadors have won that fight. 2 units of them are routing though. There are only 3 units of the conquistadors still fighting. Against the chivalric knights, I didn't have many options, so I just charged my cavalry into them. On this side, the Tsar's Guard are doing a really good job against the chivalric knights. The chivalric knights' fighting status here says defeat seems certain, whereas mine says victory seems certain. Only a fool could lose this battle. I don't like to have my light cavalry Cossacks fight in hand-to-hand against heavy cavalry, so I'm eventually going to move them out of this fight and leave it to the boyar sons, who I believe at this point have exhausted their javelins, meaning that the only thing they can do now is hand-to-hand fighting. They're equipped with axes, which are good against armor too. Defeat seems certain. Only a military genius could win this battle. My opponent was actually quite upset that I did not go down his canyon where he had laid up his elaborate trap. He had told me, I thought you were going to go down the canyon. And I said, yeah, I didn't think it was a good idea. Things get a little bit sloppy here when I have to go uphill against these chivalric knights who have left the battle over here. My Cossacks have now separated from the melee over there, and they are now firing on the enemy again, which is what they should be doing. It's what they excel at. These units are routing. Some conquistadors that got isolated from the rest of them. So now most of the enemy troops are routing. There are a few chivalric knights that have reformed. My boyar sons have taken quite a beating. Unfortunately, they are also the brunt of this attack by these chivalric knights. Some chivalric knights have also hit the back of my Cossacks. Cossacks are not afraid of chivalric knights. Cossacks are not afraid of anything. These guys had pretty low morale when they charged against my Cossacks. It said that victory seemed certain, but their morale was shaken. Meanwhile, my Cossacks are eager. Gotta love them Cossacks. My boyar sons, who took the brunt of one charge, are now charging the back of these chivalric knights, proving their versatility. Sarsgaard are coming to help out. They're quite a bit slower than the boyar sons because their horses have this cataphract armor, but it also means that they're very durable. And now the chivalric knights have broken. What's left to fight is only the conquistadors that ran down this way. For some reason, they just kept running. I think it's because they were chasing after my routers. 20 spearmen, idle, shaken, very tired. Berdych axemen, 12. Somehow, 12 of my Berdych axemen lived. My Cossacks and dismounted Devor are already back here, firing on these conquistadors. And the main bulk of the army is up over here. Their morale's pretty low at this point, shaken. They also, most of them are winded or tired. Of course I can't allow this isolated unit to be taken down, so I send in my Devor cavalry first, 38 men strong, however they are winded. And so their morale doesn't hold up quite as good as I would have hoped.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Oh, never mind, they're okay.
All civilized peoples will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
And we're just mopping up here. And there we go! Clear victory! My Spanish opponent Velcar had deployed 1,176 men. I deployed 966. Men lost. For me, 360. For my opponent, 1,119. Men remaining for me, 606. Men remaining for Velcar, 57. 811 enemies killed. 242 of my men killed. The Devor cavalry took down 105 men. The other unit took down 110. The Cossack cavalry took down 77, and the other unit took down 90. Berdych axemen 23 and 35, but they took heavy losses with 59 and 48. Dismounted Devor, one unit took down 46 men. The Basilisk took down 22, the other one 15. Boyar sons 70 and 69, Sarsgaard 79. So the clear best performers of the day were my Devor cavalry, and I would like to point out that the Cossack cavalry did very well as well, especially for being a light cavalry unit. Oh, and the Boyar sons did very well. So, there we are. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this battle. I will have more for you soon, but I'm going to have to fight them. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon.